my dear Taurians, welcome to Luna Tarot. This is a timeless reading. That means whenever it reaches you, it is meant for you. Though I'm covering it in the initial month of July 2025. Alright, it's a short reading. Let's just get directly to your reading. I have already shuffled and spread your cards. Okay. So, in your recent past, the dominant energy was of lovers. That means a twin flame or a soulmate. So, either you were literally there with your ultimate partner, or spiritually you were aligned, you were at the same wavelength with your twin flame or a soulmate, and because of which you were pretty emotionally spiritually content. You were feeling loved, you were in your element, right? And you could figure out, you could choose out of multiple options, you could choose one of your desires, one of the things that you wanted to move ahead with in your life, and you actually moved ahead in like after choosing that one field. You could put in your time, energy and efforts into that, right? With Six of Wands, and you were able to conquer over your enemies. Enemies can be either people who are trying to pull us down, or even our own inner critical thoughts, or somewhere you could conquer with Five of Swords. You could conquer over all those negative emotions or people or thoughts. So your recent past was really epic, where you were pretty focused upon what you wanted to focus upon, like what you wanted to work upon, and you were conquering your negative emotions or people, and you were at the same wavelength with your twin flame or a soulmate, either literally or spiritually or psychologically, howsoever. So your past was really love, like full of love and dedication, determination, and power to conquer over negative attributes. So it was pretty nice. In your immediate reality, however, the dominant energy is of moon. So moon represents all the emotions. Maybe you are overthinking, you have lot many emotions to handle, maybe of past, of present, or upcoming like anxiety for future. So basically you are handling a lot many emotions. So there are both good and bad energies here, and the water is turbulent. However, there is all whenever there is a moon, there is also a sun alongside. So I mean, usually people suggest like to not overthink. My solution for this kind of phase of life is think how much can you think, like overthink, and then like think, consider both the best and the worst aspects, and once you are done with that, once you have churned all the thoughts and emotions, then like the only way is through is the point, right? So once you have thought over everything possible, like it's like humans have a tendency to get bored, especially even Taurians for that matter, like earth signs, earth signs get bored of everything. So think it so much that you be done with it, like okay, I can't think about it anymore. Think it that much. Either you would reach a solution for your issue, or you would be done with the thoughts basically. If you are still entangled about a past connection, you are still think overthinking about what you could be or what could have happened, butterfly effects and stuff. Whatever it is that you are getting thoughts about, just think it through. Churn it so much that either you're done with it or you reach a possible solution. Or once you have imagined the best and worst aspects, so worst you would immediately come up with some kind of solution. Best you would be prepared for to receive it basically, and because you would have considered both the spectrums, both the edges of the spectrum, you would be ready, and you would figure out a way out of all those thoughts. Okay, then in your immediate reality, you are unburdening yourself of lot many things, people, situation, circumstances that are no more useful for you. So many times we continue carrying on the past baggages. For example, bad investments or relationships that are not even emotionally or psychologically there, but we are just continuing with them. Friendships that are not loyal anymore, relatives who are not really healthy for us. Businesses that are not really giving us returns. So whatever that you have been putting in efforts, time, energy, resources in, but were not really helpful for you in your present, you are unburdening yourself. I think this overthinking is really positive for you because you are unburdening yourself of lot many things, people, circumstances, and situations which are not really helping you out, no, are no more useful for you, right? And after which there is three of pentacles, where even if lot of people are asking him for things of his, for resources or for time and energy, but the person is not really filling their cups but filling his own cup. So maybe all this overthinking is helping you realize that maybe you were wasting your time, energy, emotions, and resources by giving it to people who are never deserving of that. So I'm not saying like one shouldn't be generous. All I'm saying is like there has to be a line, and one should be wise about it. Like it's good to be generous, and not necessary that one should only give to those who can give something in return. I'm not saying that, but sometimes only when our cup is filled that we can give to others, right? So that is essential to draw a line. One, if our cup is full, or if we are giving at our own expense. Secondly, even if we are giving, okay, our cup is full, but are we giving to the people who are really loyal to us, who are really deserving of that or not? I mean, if it is extra and you can just get done, you can just throw it, it's all right. But that line has to be drawn. Being generous is amazing. I always believe in being kind and generous. One should be always giving, but there has to be a line, and only when our cup is full that we can give to others. One shouldn't give at the expense of oneself, right? So, except of course if it is somebody you really love more than yourself, and that's a rarity. Many a times we just keep on giving because either it is our nature, or we just are too trusting or too kind. So yeah, just avoid that. Anyway, all this overthinking is helping you realize whom and what to eliminate, and to fill your own cup first. This is your present. Then in your upcoming future, the dominant energies of Hierophant represents either marriage or a teacher, a wise counselor, right? So either you're committing to your new self, this new self, the changed self, which has unburdened himself or herself of all unnecessary commitments, and you are rather committing yourself to this new life, to this new way of being, or else you are actually getting married to someone, or else you are paying heed to the wise counsel of someone outside. Can be a preacher, a guru, something you read, or you are listening to your own inner voice. Because whenever we undergo this kind of churning, we have thought things through, then we obviously, there is always cream after churning anything, right? So that cream can be this wisdom that is outpouring from your inner self, from your higher self, and that will help you help you figure out the further course of action. And after that, you are there's Four of Pentacles. It's a person who keeps a strong hold upon his money. So it can be both. It can be a miser kind of energy, someone who is really keeping a check upon where he's spending and not really is not ready to part with his money at all. But it can also represent a wise, a smart person who is deciding, okay, I need to save now for a future, for a better future. I have wasted enough resources and now I need to save. So you decide, if you have been a miser, then you shouldn't be a miser and rather save sensibly, but still spend upon yourself and others. But if you have been a spendthrift, or you have been more into luxuries and living life out loud, then maybe it will be wise for you to save a bit. And anyway, it's being followed after Hierophant, so I think it's more to do with you saving, investing money in better resources, in better investments. It represents saving, like you would be wise enough to save smartly in your future. And then King of Pentacles is in reversal. I don't know why it's in reversal, but the energy is there where you can be abundant, but somewhere it's going in reversal. I don't know why. Because ideally, upside, it represents a person who is very financially abundant and like abundance, basically prosperity, lot of abundance, lot of money, but it's going in reversal. So ideally the energy is there, but it's hand in hand with this card of saving. So maybe you need to save more in your future to become, to tap into that energy and make it upright. The more you will save in future, the more abundance that will be there. If you will keep on spending, or if you would rather be a miser, then you won't have this abundance. Up to you, you decide. Like if you have always been a spendthrift, then save, consider it positively. And if you are big time into saving and you are a miser, then spend a little in generosity, in kindness. I don't think so in generosity. I feel like you need to save, right, to tap into this energy, to make it positive, this abundance, right? Then bottom of the deck is Page of Cups. Somewhere someone in your life is offering you not just emotional support but also something alongside. There's a fish in the cup, so it can be anything. 90%, 99% it's positive, like, but it can also be somebody has a hidden agenda behind emotional support, but I feel it's positive. I think somebody like I think someone is there offering you emotional support while also giving you along something alongside. Can be an opportunity, can be a collaboration. So you figure out what it is, and like, yeah, a collab. But emotional support is genuine for sure. Cup is always genuine. That fish is the thing. So it can be his own selfish, for his own selfish need. It can also be a collaboration for both of your mutual benefit, that you have to decide. Okay, this is your reading. I hope it resonated with you. I hope it helps you heal and take the right course of action in your life. Um, to summarize it, in your past, there was a proper partner. It was amazing. You were pretty focus, conquering your enemies. In your present, there are a lot of emotions. You're getting done with all unnecessary people and situations and filling your own cup, processing your thoughts. In your future, you are turning out to be wiser, or listening to a wise person, save and deciding to save your money to become the king of pentacles, to get into that abundance state of mind. All right, yo, bye.